And if the lady is willing to, fund the whole thing, and if it is,
how can the lady be?
Yes,
we are planning to like share the food after the church service and just say, thank you for coming. Take your food and go. Photographer, the videographer. In fact, we had even negotiated the price. That's another shit.
And even deposited.
Yes.
The life after wedding is very, very important.
It's even more important than that event that
I was even about to say that it is as important.
No! In fact, while you are dancing at your reception, your mind will even be addressed that, I'm going to a place to go and rest my head. It's not somewhere that you are going to that you'll be scared that, I hope water has not entered the house. I hope the roof is not
so you get a good bed. So you'll be able to use it.
Because by the time you want to, do the do.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
I am Tolu.
I am Tosi.
And we are T&T Adigun. In today's video, we're going to be talking about wedding. How to properly plan, how to properly prepare yourself ahead of the big day, and the necessary things that you're supposed to do, creating your checklist, making calls, reaching out to people, everything that you're supposed to do.
In summary, doing a budget-friendly wedding plan.
Yes, according to your budgets. Not spending too much, not stressing yourself. How best to achieve this? We're going to be addressing that in this video. Stay with us and make sure you watch till the end.
So, as he has said, the number one thing that you need to have at the back of your mind when you're planning a wedding is a budget.
Yeah. So
you need to sit down with your spouse to have a particular budget. You need to know that, this is a particular amount that we are aiming at. This is the particular amount that we want to spend on this event. Remember that it is a 1 day, and sometimes it can be a 2-day event. Some people, they plan to do the engagement on a Friday and the wedding on a Saturday, or they might even want to do it during the weekdays. So some people, they plan 2 days, but we did ours on a day.
The same day, everything on the same day.
So the first thing is just have a particular amount. You write it out to say, this is the particular amount that we are planning on this event alone,
according to your pocket.
Exactly.
Not based on that is something is going to give us 5 million. My uncle in London is going to say.
That's another thing you need to have at the back of your mind. If you are planning for any kind of event like that, you need to budget around the resources that you have. You need to budget with the amount that you know that you're able to raise by yourself. So when we were planning our own, we saw it as it is our thing. We didn't see it as though it is a one-person thing, because in some places they always say that the husband is the one that is supposed to be responsible for all the plannings, he's supposed to pay for everything. We didn't see ours as that. He brought his own resources, I brought my own resources, and
a collabo thing.
It was a collaboration. It wasn't as though we put it on the neck of one person.
And if the guy can actually take care of everything,
if he's willing to do
and if the lady is willing to fund the whole thing, and if it is,
how can the lady be?
Yes, some ladies do it.
Are you serious?
Some guys will say, I'm not ready to get married. Don't worry, I have the money.
No.
I'll give you all the money.
How will a guy say that he's not ready to get married and the lady will say, no, I don't think that's possible. It takes two to tango.
It's possible.
It's not. I don't think so. It takes two to tango. Because how would the man say he's not ready to get married and the woman will now say, no,
he's ready to get married, but he doesn't have the money.
He doesn't have the money.
So the lady is now saying, don't worry, I'll fund it. It's possible. And if it's the father of the bride or the father of the groom, just work according to the budget.
So don't have any expectation from any uncle or from any brother or anybody. Though there are sometimes that they will say, I promise I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But there are times that there are unforeseen or unexpected circumstances that they have to use their own money to sort out. If you have this budget, that is now going to help you to know, okay, this is the kind of wedding that I know that my budget can afford. This is the kind of wedding, this is how I want it to look like.
To be like a guide.
So it's going to guide you into the things. It will even guide you to know the kind of things to buy. because for us, we had our own budget. In fact, we were planning a very small wedding. We didn't want too much crowd until our parents said no.
We're not even planning for reception.
We didn't want reception. We were planning to like share the food after the church service and just say, thank you for coming, take your food and go. Because I didn't normally, I've been to different weddings, I've attended a lot of events, a lot of weddings, and I see the stress of people wanting to go to the reception, what's it called, the reception venue. So after the wedding, even me as a person, after the wedding, and they say the reception is in another place, so you'll be like, you still have to take a car, or you still have to take a car but take a bike to that event place for the reception. Or even the stress of saying, after the wedding there's another one. Why don't you just give everybody food, let them just go home, eat their food and chill?
And then financially also, not planning for reception saves a lot of things.
Yes.
MC,
the live band,
exactly,
or DJ, even the event hall itself.
Yes.
Hey, I remember when we were planning for our own, we heard that the cheapest of halls in that area was around 800,000 naira. Small halls like this,
that won't contain even our crowd.
Hey, and we're like, wait though, spending 800k on hall alone for an event that people will just come, they'll just eat, and then they are gone.
Like less than 3 hours.
I'm telling you. So, and that 800k would have done a lot. Like, it's going to do a lot of things for us. So it depends on your budget, like we said earlier. If you're somebody that you know that, okay, this is what you know, and your budget is able to afford this, you can go ahead with it.
Yeah. And then we had the mindset that the wedding is ours, although we knew our parents were going to support, but we're not willing to bore them with a lot of things. We were just focused on, okay, more like we wanted to do everything we were supposed to do within our power.
So that we were so lucky that we had parents that supported us.
Shout out to our parents.
Yes, they were really supportive. They didn't leave us to eat. Yes, because they know that we were two young people that were just starting life and trying to balance things.
And we had a lot of things
exactly. So after having the budget, another thing that you need to know is that when you are planning for your wedding, you need to make lists. Make sure that you have them written down. That is why the budget is the first thing to have. Once you have a budget
to guide you,
exactly, to know the things that you will be writing out, that within this budget, this is what we can buy. For us, I didn't buy my wedding gown. I did not buy, and I did not sew it, because when I went to price, I'm a tailor, I was supposed to make my clothes myself, but the cost of material in the market itself, at that time it was a lot. So
went for the cheapest way to look good. Not looking cheap, but looking good in a very affordable way.
Of course. So I had to settle for rentage. So I had to go and rent my wedding gown, because at the end of the day I was not going to use it, and I'm still not going to use it at the end of the day. It's just for that day. So I didn't see a reason why I would have to buy or sew and spend that much money on sewing all over. There are some people that they might want to sew the clothes because they might actually have planned of what they want to do with it after the wedding. But somebody like me, I didn't have anything else I was going to use it for, so I had to just rent it for that day and get done with it.
So more like it wasn't a priority to us. It wasn't a priority to have a kind of wedding gown that you want to keep. So we just wanted to just rent it and then let it go and then move on with life.
It is also a cheat. It's a code for you. If you are planning a budget-friendly wedding, just rent the wedding dress. So if you make a list of what you want to buy, as you are buying those things, you'll be ticking it out gradually. Once you buy one, you know that, oh yes, you've bought this one. Once you buy one, you know that, oh yes, you've bought this one.
Anytime something comes to your mind, you quickly go and jot it, and then you guys can even have something like a list that you can have access to at the same time, maybe a Google sheet or something that you guys can just log in at the same time, and oh babe, I think I changed that price, or I added 5,000 naira plus to that thing because a friend of mine told me the last one she did, you know, it's more than that. You know, we were not accurate about our budget. Oh, I've seen what you did. So you guys can work, you know, together, and you can see what you're planning for at the
and
same
when
time.
you are planning as well, you need to plan. We would advise that you plan like 6 months before the wedding.
Yeah.
Because you have ample time, you have enough time to buy things. And even with the way the economy is in this country right now, things are getting expensive. You just
Every
wake up
day.
tomorrow, the thing that you wanted to buy yesterday, and then you wake up the following morning to see that it has added like 1,000 naira or 3,000 naira. Like, it's not even staying in one place. So you need to start buying. I think we started buying our own things like 7 or 6 months before the wedding. Yes.
Yeah.
Because we already knew our wedding dates like few months before the wedding.
I think we got all these beats that we used then like way before then.
In fact, we started buying our shoes, our materials, the material to make our clothes. Everything was on ground. And in fact, we had reached out to all our vendors, everybody that we were going to use, the MC, the person that was going to make the cake for us, the photographer, the videographer. In fact, we had even negotiated the price. That's another cheat.
And even deposited.
Yes, because we know that by the time it's 2 months now, they will now say, no, it's this amount. They will now be charging you the cost that they are charging.
Let me remind you something. Some of them were now saying, I cannot give you price, so you know that line, that next day that you're talking about. I beg, give me price now. And once I deposit, there's nothing like okay.
Yes, actually,
that is a cheat for you.
For people planning a budget-friendly wedding,
Yeah.
you need to start reaching out to your vendor earlier, like 6 months. Like that should be like a minimum for you. Like 6 months, you start buying your things before they get expensive. Just don't wait till you have a lot of money to buy everything at once.
Don't do rush.
If it is the shoe you can buy today, buy it. I remember that my shoe that I bought, when we went back to the market, I think we wanted to buy something else for the wedding. We realized that it had added 30k more. I was like, wow. Thank God we bought it that time. In fact, a lot of things added prices when we went back to the market.
Yeah.
So as you are saying, if it is even a little thing that you feel like, oh, you're going to use for this event, as soon as you have the change, you have the money, just buy it, and you just start taking it out for the list that, oh, this is done. Before you know it,
just like, oh,
the
we've actually got almost everything. You just, you know, the tension would even not be much on you during that period that you're planning. People would just be like, oh, have you done everything? Oh, yeah, the wedding is sorted. It's just to walk into the
you
know, to the
because
ceremony.
I understand how it can be so like the pressure can be so much, especially on we the brides. If we have we are the ones that tend to have more of the pressure. You guys, it does not concern you now.
Financially, it's that's our own pressure.
So we'll just like, I need to buy this few months. I've not bought this, I've not done that. To relieve yourself of those stress, just be buying it gradually. Yeah.
And another thing that is very, very important when you're planning for your wedding is to have it in mind that the life after wedding is very, very important.
It's even more important than that event that
I was even about to say that it is as important.
No, I think it is more important.
Because you are going to spend more time after the wedding.
Yes.
Don't spoil years. Or don't stress yourself for like a year or two because of just how many hours ceremony.
I'm telling you, sometimes it's not even more than 6 hours. Sometimes the most that I've seen is 7. Yes, let's just say that in a day they want to do the trad, like we did ours. They want to do the trad, they want to do the white wedding, and they want to do the reception, everything all together. Let's just say to sum it up, it's not probably 7 hours.
7 hours max. You are done with the whole thing. So make sure that whatever you are doing, have it in mind that okay, have we done this? For instance, you need somewhere good to stay after your wedding. Don't say, let's all use the money to go and rent all. That's 800,000. That's 1.5 that you want to use to rent all. You are still staying in a small place that is not good enough, and you know you are bringing another person to that same place. And then instead of you to use that money to go and get somewhere decent that you people can still walk into, and then start living a good life, you say, don't worry, babe, when we get married, we are going to save up to get another place.
In fact, while you are dancing at your reception, your mind will even be at rest that, oh, I'm going to a place to go and rest my head. I know that it's not somewhere that you are going to that you'll be scared that, I hope water has not entered the house. I hope this thing has not happened. I hope the roof is not. So when you are dancing at the reception, your mind will be at rest that, oh no, we have a home, we have a place. It is really, that is why it is called home now. They used to say that there's no place like home. So outside should not be better than inside.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and then what you would have in the house also. I always advise people, the bed. I think somebody advised me to like make sure you get a good bed. You know,
that so you'll be able to use it. Because so by you want to, you know, do. Have you watched our last video about doing
yes, go and watch it. So you'll be able to do it very well. You see, like as you're going through the process of getting to know each other on bed, you know, you are now still stressed with my back is aching me. This bed is stressing me. You go and
carry the bed that I've been using for NYSC. That you use as a bachelor. You not bring fresh
all those
wife.
Tiny bed. Or maybe all those bed that is
new wife.
That is flat already. So get a good bed if you have the money. Don't use the money for something that is ephemeral, something that will not, you know, add anything to your life after wedding.
Exactly.
Get a good bed. You know, if you need to change your furniture, change them. Just make sure that where you are coming to after your wedding is as comfortable as possible. Kitchen too.
Exactly. As a woman, yes, you need to buy everything out. You see, thank God, I will forever be grateful to my mom, because at that time I was even preparing for my wedding. I was not really available to go to the market to do all these things because of work. I was outside town, like I had to go to a branch that was far from home. So she was the one that did all those errands for me, and thankfully I was able to get some important things in the kitchen. As a woman, if you are getting married, the first thing you need to arrange for pots. It's not that you get married, you're not going to be knocking on your neighbor's door. Coco, please, can I borrow your pots? Or you go and bring the pots that you use as a spinster, that small pots that only you can. Because let me tell you something, men, they heat a lot. So if you are bringing your pots, that pot cannot even feed you, talk less of the man that you want to now come and feed the two of you. So as a woman, you need to make sure that your kitchen is arranged. Your kitchen has some things, some important gas cooker, the things that even if it is coal pot, anything.
Imagine if the guy was using camp gas and then you are renting it all of 1.5 million. I mean, it doesn't add up. Why not use part of that money to buy, even if it's tabletop, to this thing and get it 25 kg or 15 kg or something? You know, something that will make your life more comfortable.
Exactly.
So after wedding, you are comfortable. Another thing is getting food stuff. Food is very, very, very important after wedding.
It's not the food that they will give you at the wedding.
It will finish in 2 days or how many days? Even they give you a cooler.
You need to buy food stuff. Those food stuff that you know that yes, they are very important. Like your beans, you buy beans, rice, beverages, go-to meals that you know that yes, you can easily prepare. Even if you don't have everything at that time, but at least there are some that you know that yes, rice, beans, yam, gari, whether semo or amala or swallow, anything. Then beverages, make sure you have them at home. You have bought those ones, because I won't lie to you, though you might have your budget that this is how much you're going to spend, but you never can tell. Anything can happen. Probably when you're coming on the road and then the car that you're bringing just added up, you need to spend money to probably buy more fuel or do something. You never can know. There are sometimes that unforeseen circumstances can just arise at any time. Something you did not budget for can just show up and you have to spend the money. But if you had already bought the food stuff, you will not have any issues. So you're not going to use your food stuff money to go and buy fuel or to just do something else that you're not supposed to do.
They might not even spray you on your reception. Or you gather the whole thing is not more than 20 or 30,000.
It might not even be up to like 1/4 of how much you spent for your wedding. Newsflash.
1/4 is even far.
It might not be at all. So it is very, very important. Make sure your kitchen is stocked up with food stuff that you can eat. And when we're talking about making sure that your house is arranged, if you are coming home, if I know that some couple might want to go to a hotel to have their honeymoon. We didn't go to a hotel because I didn't even like the idea. I just wanted to come home, and that's because yes, home is home.
She wanted us to do it on
That's
our bed.
because home is home. Home is home for me. So I'm coming home. My mind is at peace. My house is okay. I can come to my house, do whatever I want to do in my house.
Yeah.
I see it as a waste of money. Don't let us go to a hotel. What are we going to find in a hotel that is not in our house already?
It's not like I did not try. I even took her to one. We got there. She said, "No, babe, let's go back home."
So,
I was like, "Let us." She said, "No."
I understand that some people may want to go to a hotel,
Yeah.
but even while you are at the hotel, it's not going to be something that, oh, when you are now coming home, you now start missing the hotel. No. Make sure that while you are even at the hotel, you want to come home. You get no place like home. That's
Home
what they
is
say.
home.
So make it look
As
like
comfortable
yes.
as possible.
So very important.
Also, when you're planning your wedding, make sure you keep receipts of everything that you buy.
Yeah.
Number one reason is it will give you an idea of how much you even spent on the wedding. For instance, I think we couldn't even keep ours till the end, but when you have the list, as you're buying them, okay, we later spent 50k on this, later spent 20k on this, later did this. It will even give you a sense of, you even feel good about yourself that,
In fact,
wow,
it will make you know how much you spent and how much is left in your budget while you are planning for it. And if you have spent more than what you should spend, it will allow you to cut down a bit. It will call you back and let you know, Alaye, you don't dey pass your boundary. So the receipt is very, very, very important. It's very important. You need to have a secretary. I was a secretary in our own time. So this person will have all the records, and if you can even have an email that you will be sharing it together, you let the other person know that, oh, this is how much you spent and all of that. But that receipt is very, very important.
So I was always asking her, how much have we spent? Okay, really? We've spent this amount? Wow, are you serious? Okay, we later spend this amount on this, all those kind of things. It's good. Somebody should be responsible for keeping records, the receipts. And also, your photographer cannot come tomorrow and say, I thought you paid, because we said 6 months to that time. 6 months can be they have a lot of things they are doing. And say, no, are you sure I gave you that price? And you said you paid 50%. You just screenshot your charts and then send, see, this is where I said 50%. I sent you 150k, I sent you 100k, I sent you 20k. This is the balance. I didn't know. There's nothing like anybody is going back on. So you have evidence for all your activities.
And also for your vendors, the people that you will be using for a budget friendly wedding like ours. If you have people in your circle that can do most of the things that you actually need for your wedding, let them do it for you. You don't need to. We didn't hire an event planner. We plan our events ourselves from ABC to Z.
You can gladly invite us.
I was the event
planner. You can gladly invite us to plan your wedding.
It was
Bring
me.
Money.
I was the event planner.
Yes.
Where were you? Where were you? That
she was the event planner.
You that you sat down, relaxed. It was me that was going up and down, God.
I tried to. I went to the market with you. Yes.
Okay,
I went to the market with her.
But what I'm talking about is the actual planning of how they did the decoration,
because you had the experience.
The everything.
She's the experience.
I was there with them. My friends were even like, what is wrong with you? Go and sit down. Like, I was like, no. I'm a kind of person that I would not want something to go wrong, because I know the kind of people coming for this event. I want it all perfect. I want it done neatly, and I had a picture of what I really wanted at that time. So I wanted to sit with them like this. I remember that evening it was my dad that even sent me to the hotel. And go Jare, and he sat down. My dad had to sit down with the people decorating the place and all of that. He offered to do that for me. So if you have people in your circle that can do it for you, you don't need to look for outsiders that are now going to charge you way more than you should pay.
It should even be something that they do for you.
Well, because it's their business. I don't say, most times I don't support that because the person is your friend or somebody. You not expect it done for you for free. No. Sometimes if they offer to, but you should make sure that at least it is worth the while.
But for instance, if I have somebody that is, let's say, is a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
The person is definitely coming to my wedding before.
Mm-hmm.
If I now call the person like, okay, please, I want you to come and cover my event, they can, even if it's 20% or 10%,
yeah,
compared to what they would charge other people,
outside,
you could benefit something like that.
Of course. I was going to say that, for example, your cake now, if you have a friend that is a baker, she might actually not charge you for doing the cake, but she might just ask you to like send money for the ingredients, the stuff that she's going to buy or he is going to buy to make those things for you. So if you are really looking at a budget friendly wedding, this is one of the things you should look out for. Look for people that are in your circle that can do the things that you actually imagine that you want done at that event, so you don't need to break your bank. And in fact, that is even going to be like an assurance for you, because you know these people, they are coming for your wedding, so they can't disappoint. It's not like in the morning
everybody will eat them up.
in the morning you will now be calling somebody, where are you, the party has started though, where is this thing, where is this? Your mind is at rest that, oh, this person is coming, so she's definitely gonna bring my cake, or he is gonna do that, he's gonna be at the event, so he or she is gonna be in charge of whatever it is that you've placed them in charge of, and to make sure that it's not gonna go wrong. So that is one of the things that you should also plan to do if you are doing a budget friendly wedding.
I think we should give it a pause here. This is a really important, discussion,
and a wide topic.
It is very broad. It is a very broad topic that we can't say let's just finish it in one video. So we are going to be continuing in our next video, and you're going to enjoy this series a lot, because as you're planning your wedding, make sure you are watching our videos, and make sure you are sharing it to those that are also planning their wedding, or that might want to plan their wedding.
And in our next video, we'll be talking about the things that you need to plan for ahead of your wedding, even for the people that you've invited, your friends. Do you need Ashwebi ladies? We'll let you know in our next video. Do you need Agbada men?
When should you pay for your hotel?
Hotel reservation. They will break your heart there.
We share our experience with you, in
our
lots of
next
things.
video.
So you are going to learn a lot.
Thank you so much for watching, and watch out for our next episode on the wedding planning series.
Yes, we love you. I want to hear that, okay, our video really helped you. When I was planning my wedding, it was T and T Adigun's video that really helped.
Please drop your comments, like, and if you've not subscribed, subscribe. And you can also share our videos. We appreciate everyone that has always been staying with us. Thank you for coming always to watch our videos. And to our new subscribers, we love you. Thank you so much, and you're welcome. This is T and T Adigun once again. I will see you in our next video. Bye.